Kwankwaso has come out. Kwankwaso actually has opinion on people defecting from one party to the other. Presidential candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party in the 2023 general election and the leader of the Kwankwasiyya Movement, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, has condemned politicians who defected to rival political parties after winning elections on different political platforms, describing such action as the greatest political sin. Kwankwaso made this position known yesterday in Kano while receiving scores of defectors from the Takai local government area of Kano South into the NNPP at his Miller Road residence. He said, when he was criticizing those who betrayed the people by defecting to the opposition camps, he said, "This is the highest form of betrayal in a democratic setting. I don't know of any greater political sin than when vulnerable people vote for you, rejecting deceivers and enemies of progress, and you turn around to join the same enemies after winning. Had the people known, they wouldn't have voted for you," he stated. He urged aspiring leaders to take heed of the political lessons from Kano, warning against undermining the Kwankwasiyya movement. Fighting Kwankwasiyya movement is a great mistake for any politician. One may not understand until he engages in that fight, and then he'll realize how tough it is to battle a solid wall, Kwankwaso said. He reaffirmed the unity of the movement and its mission to uplift the common man. Ndamzi, what do you make of this story? Kwankwaso is saying that defecting from one party to the other after being elected is the highest form of betrayal.
Yes, defection has become a norm in Nigerian political space, and I think the major force, the major factor that pushes politicians to defect from one place to the other are simple. Possibly they have skeleton in their cupboard that they want to hide. Like sometime a senator in this country made a public statement that when you defect to the All Progressive Congress, that your sin will be forgiven. So Nigerian politicians are funny, very, very funny. So many of them are scared that EFCC will move against their corrupt acts and deeds. So many are scared that because they have not really serve the people by way of making sure that dividends of democracy gets to the grassroots. So they are scared that if we don't defect here now, they may not be able to win election, because we know what winning election in Nigeria entails. The power have not really resided on the people. We are still jostling to snatch the power back from those who have taken it from us. Ordinarily, power belongs to the electorate. But in this case, power still belongs to INEC. INEC still retains it with the help of the security agencies who will help them manipulate results and all that. So these governors, these politicians, they know that if we have a free, fair, credible electionary system, that so many of them will not even win one word in their states because of how unpopular they have become, how previously they have held positions of trust and they couldn't deliver. They lack capacity to hold current positions. So they are scared that, look, if we don't pinch tent with the All Progressive Congress, that they may boot us out of power. So I like the idea of Kwankwaso, and I think also the National Assembly should discard the idea of defection in our law. They should make it stricto sensus. Let it be a thing that will be punishable by the Constitution. That you mustn't defect from that political party
What I find interesting is Kwankwaso, who is slamming politicians for defecting from leaving NNPP to APC, had defected. I mean, he has defected Not once, not twice. Kwankwaso had defected, I think, in 2013.
Yes.
Kwankwaso defected and moved to PDP, later moved to APC. And in 2022, the same Kwankwaso moved from APC to NNPP. I think it's from APC to NNPP or from PDP to NNPP. But he has, to the best of my knowledge, Kwankwaso has defected up to 3 times, if not more. So one would say, what local standard, what moral high ground does he have to slam other politicians of defecting? Probably, and some have defected once, but he has defected up to 3 times.
Yes, you know, in Nigerian politics, morality is very, very far from the political space. When it comes to morality, just leave it out of Nigerian political environment. Morals are dead. Integrity is no more upheld. The right people can't even assess the position. So if you look at the wave, it is not, we are not looking at only Kwankwaso here. We are generalizing the wave of defection in Nigeria.
Right.
So many who are defecting today to the All Progressive Congress are doing that so that they can be shielded.
Interest.
So that they can be shielded from previous political crime, corruption.
Okay.
Some are defecting for political interest so that their second tenure can be sustained.
All right.
Some are defecting to be in the good book of the president. Just like the Kwara scenario where the 3 senators defected. I mean, see, we need to review our constitution. We need to review our electoral act so that it could reflect our political landscape.